Cosmetic Transformations is a restorative tattooing company. We restore features lost after surgery, trauma, or illness, or the aging process, as well as people's confidence.
It was in 2004, and I was at a live concert, and somebody had brought their dog, and I'd been petting it throughout the night, and kind of at the end of the night I was sitting beside the dog and petting it, and it just kind of turned on me and knocked me down and started mauling my face. So, I mean, I kind of went into shock, and I don't really remember the next several hours. And they wouldn't let me see what I looked like before they sewed me up. I just remember looking in the mirror and feeling like a monster. And the first time I left the house, about a month later, a little girl looked at me, and I smiled at her, and she started crying. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that stick with you that are really hard about something like this.
Emily was a young trauma survivor in the community. She wasn't able to pay the costs of the procedures. We did those procedures for free. And what we had to do was color the scars to better match the surrounding skin and to simulate an upper lip that had been removed from the dog attack. Everybody's
Self-conscious of something, and especially when it's something traumatic, because it's a constant reminder of the event and everything that took place after. After all this time, finally I feel pretty good about myself.
I not only trained to do this, but I came up with innovative techniques to do it better. I was interested in what Titian did in the Venetian Renaissance period, and how he was able to achieve some of the most luminous skin tones in the history of art. Even Leonardo da Vinci was envious of how Titian achieved these effects. And what Titian did that was revolutionary is that instead of just applying the pigment in one layer on the canvas, he would build up the skin tones with colored glazes. He was inspired by the Murano glassworks and seeing how light reflected through colored glass. What I decided to do is research ways in which pigments could be thinned out and how they could be layered in the dermal layer of the skin. And I was able to co-develop a proprietary molecule that, when used with tattoo pigments, not only thins them out, but allows them to be layered in the dermal layer of the skin and not to mix with one another. This creates a similar effect to what Titian did with paint on canvas, allowing us to simulate translucency, which in the case of scar camouflage can make the effect much more translucent than conventional pigments and inks that were on the market. What we've been able to achieve is testimony to what a small business in Ontario can achieve if it has a strong government and a strong community to support it. Innovation is Latin for to renew or change. That is exactly what we do at Cosmetic Transformations. We renew and change features that have been lost due to trauma, illness, or the aging process, and we try to restore people's confidence. And that's very powerful, and that's our success.